DoubleKBeats, Double K Productions. I am back with you in Presonus Studio 14, back with another tutorial. This is part 3, and we're gonna talk about the paint tool and what all these lines do for this DAW. Just going over it, I showed you the arrow tool, I showed you the erase tool, and the cut tool, or what they call it over here. Split tool, they call it. Okay, showed you those. So we're gonna talk about the paint, and the only reason why I made the paint tool, it's tutorial itself, because it has a lot of different things you could do with it. So let's go ahead and jump into that. If you're new to the channel, you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post something. Also, be safe out here in this world, you know. Stay home, stay safe, you know. You don't want to catch the corona and stuff like that, and stay quarantined, you know what I mean? And when this is all said and done, we'll be back up and running, making music, giving you good content and stuff like that. So while we at home right now, let's stay safe, let's stay in. You see, I'm in my little camper right now. Just jumped out of bed. That's why my bed ain't made all the way. But hey, I'm here with you. Let's get into it. So we're going to click on the paint tool. And when we're talking about the paint tool, and also, if you want to hire me for mix and master your stuff, and you just want to get that out the way, you don't want to mix your own, that link will be in the description below. Just send me an email. But paint tool. So when we doing paint tool, you can see that we can paint something in, get rid of it, just something like that. We necessarily don't block nothing out, but that's what the paint tool would do. It'll allow you to just go ahead and draw something in there, okay? Paint it in there, something like that. So paint tool come in handy of automation. If I think I said that in the last two tutorials. If you have automation going on and you got, say, the volume, we could just go ahead and paint it in there, okay? So that's how it really works, and it's great for that. That way, if you trying to cut down time real quick and you're just trying to automate something, you just paint it on in there, right? You ain't gotta go through all the phase of making something happen when it's already there. So go through the phase. You ain't gotta go through and write it in. You just paint it in, okay? This is the freehand. Freehand, just paint it on in there. Freehand is a little tricky though, because you don't really get the you'd have to really work it. See how you have to just work it and bring it back up. You don't really get what you're looking for with freehand, but it's there. It serves a purpose. Okay, I don't use freehand when I do my automation. I normally like to just write it in there, but there's multiple ways to do it. So paint tool helps great with automation. It also helps when you just trying to write, not just automation, you're trying to just write something over the track itself. So if you just don't have automation, you see, it gives you that extra. If you had another clip, it gives you that extra part right there. So we can go back to the arrow tool, highlight all that, delete that, and then we can talk about the line tool. The line tool is kind of the same way. We're just drawing a line. See, now we got dots there. Kind of the same way as freehand. It gives you the option to do lines instead of just, you know, freehand and putting points here and there. Line just goes up for you. See, hold it, hold it, hold it. So you can just draw it on in there, just like that. Bring it on up. That's a line, okay? Gives you that line. This way with it too. Don't matter. And that's that's the line, all right? It's just gonna give you a line. That way you can, when you people murdering one another guy, okay? Just giving you that line to go up, either left or go up to the right. Quick little fades. It helps with fades at the end, of course. So if you're trying to fade something on the volume, just go up, it'll fade it down. I love ball. Boom. That way you ain't sitting there writing it on in there or doing just like this. You know, we'll go back to the arrow tool. You ain't got to do all this. And then bring this up and, you know, bring this back down. You know, you ain't gotta do all that. All right, you just come over here to line. It does it for you. All right, put a line in there for you. Okay, quick and easy. I ain't making it. I ain't making it sound like it ain't serving a purpose. Everything in here in in Studio One serves a purpose, and that's why I love Studio One for my recordings. Okay, it serves a purpose. So we're gonna go. What's this one called? Parabola. Hey, don't don't come at me like that. I don't know what it said. I think it's parabola. Leave a comment. Let me know exactly what it's talking about. You know, or something. A voice. Something. I don't know. Just let me know. Parabola. I'm gonna call it that. All right. Parabola. Kind of does the same thing as what the line do, but it gives you the curve to go up instead of a straight line up. It just curves it for you, and it's excellent. You know. So if we're gonna do this in context of the music right here, which is right here, we'll put the line right there. Just gradually goes up for you instead of straight line up.
What? Something I would never understand.
Okay? So instead of line going straight up, it's just basically fading, curving up for you. Just like that. And this has a reason too, because when you're doing a lot of EDMs, you know, bass, they have automation going on, and it's quick for stuff like that. Or if you're just a producer, it's quick to just add that in there with the paint tool instead of writing all this in. And then you have the different points that they give you. So if you don't want to fade it up, you just want to bring it up a little bit, bring it down, we click off, you know, mess with them, you know, stuff like that. That's one reason to use the parabola, something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. I don't care. That's one way to use it when you messing with like a lot of instruments or whatever the case may be. In your case, you can use it on automation. It just writes it in real quick and keep on going about your business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's quick without you just having to come over here and then try to curve it, just like with the arrow tool. Come in and add another one, another one. Just try to get it. Just try to get it to curve. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of tedious work here. And if you had the time to do it, well, do it. You know, there's no wrong way to do it. Right way. If you had the time to write it in, just write it in. But see how many points you're gonna have to have just to get that going. Or you just come to the paint tool. Man, let me go ahead and write that on in real quick. Boom. It's in there. Alright? And that's the parabola. Now we're gonna go to the square. Now we know what the square does. It's gonna give you a good old effect of, like I say, EDM, pop, anything really. You could use this paint tool on this little square part. Just gonna give you that little wavy effect. You know, I hear it in a lot of instrument the the beats. Okay, I hear more in the beat part, the instrumental parts and stuff like that than I do actually on vocals and stuff. So okay, but it's there. You can use it. It's quick, and then all this paint tool things is quick and efficient for you. It's time, cause you know, cutting down on the time to writing all this in. All right.
We on Facebook. It's been crazy. Murder one another. Gotta be careful. Like
and they ain't gotta use it on volume. You can use it on delays, reverbs, compression that you automate, anything that you automate. You can use the square, the parabola, the line, anything. Okay, anything you want to automate, you can use it on the clip itself. The paint tool is versatile. You can use it on anything. Okay, anything. Do it. All right. Square is just simple as that. You know, without having to write these in. Like say I like to write my stuff in just like this. I come and when I'm doing my automation on delays and whatnot, I just do that and keep on going. Well, the square gonna add something for me. So if I come in and do the square and I don't want all these, I'ma highlight them, get rid of them, add that, add another one, come down real quick. It ain't adding a dot for me. There you go. You know, or if that was too time consuming right there, we'll add them back and we'll make sure we get the right highlighted parts, okay? Get the right highlighted parts. Boom. 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 And we'll delete them. Now we got that one that we can move on over. Boom. Move, stupid. Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. There we go. Wasn't moving. Okay? Like that. Alright. That's what the square do for you without having to write all that in. So we go from the square, we go to the triangle. Now the triangle is useful too, because it's gonna give you that won't effect, just like the square would, but it's a different sound, different effect for you. Okay?
I love ball. I love ball.
See how quick it is.
I love ball. I love ball.
It ain't got to be on volume. It could be on pan. It could be on anything that you want to get the effect from. I just want to let y'all know that I'm using on volume just to show y'all what these different paint tools do for you. Okay, the different ranges or whatever you want to call them, man. Over here, ranges. Ooh, that was awesome. Boom. There y'all go. I'm gonna show you how I did that, okay? But we're gonna delete that. We'll go back to the arrow tool, delete all that. And now we're gonna go to the saw. Saw is the same thing. It's just bigger waves, okay? It's bigger waves and it's like a line up, come down, line up.
I love ball.
Okay? Saw is just space it out for you compared to triangle, where triangles just quick and efficient for you, okay? See the difference? Saws goes up to where triangle goes boom, boom, basically gives you a triangle. Okay? Just don't give you the bottom part, but it's a triangle. Alright? Where saw comes boom, boom. Alright? You see it. I'm just showing you.
I love ball.
Showing you the difference, alright? And then we can go to sign. Sign gives you all these points, which sign is excellent too.
Just like see another brother die, no matter the color, what racism, another color, hate another color.
It's all give you, sign to give you that won't too. But it also gives you more pointers the way you can mess with, okay? If you want to just stretch it out a little bit more on the sign, not saw, sign. You stretch it out a little bit more. There's nothing major to that, okay? Just stretch it out and keep on going about your business. I say it works in dang show dubstep. If you're doing dubstep, these paint tools will come in handy just that quick, to where you ain't doing it all by hand. All by writing it in. You do a saw, sign, triangular, parabola. All that. You just do it quick and keep on going, especially on dubstep, you know. And then we can do the transform. Let me make sure that's saying that right. Transform, okay? I said everything right but the parabola. Parabola, I don't care what it's called. That's what I'm called. And triangle, it just lets you put transform, not triangle. Put your points right there. Then it allows you to come in and crossfade that. Crossfade it big. Go big like that. Crossfade it in. Or you can come back, turn it around, come to this side, do the same thing here. And that's excellent though. This little tool, I gotta learn a little bit more about it, but it's excellent. You see the points that it does for you? Say if you didn't wanna let's restart over. We'll highlight all these. Remember, you gotta come at the bottom to get this arrow. Then we'll just hit delete on the keyboard. But if we go back to the transform tool, we'll write it in and watch what it allow you to do right here, okay? So we'll take this and we'll write it in like that. Then we'll bring it up. Boom. This up. Boom. Look what we just did. We wrote some automations just that quick, okay? So if we do it again here, write it in right there. Come back right here. Boom, write it in. Boom, write it in. Boom, 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 boom. Now we'll bring it up. That up. Very confusing. And I know what you're going to say or ask. Why don't you just use the square tool to get that? Well, okay, I'm using the transform tool, okay? Transform. I'm transforming this automation. So if we go right here, right transform, we can bring it up. Boom, 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 boom. Up, boom, boom. Flip it. That's a quicker way to get it up there instead of adding X's and O's. Instead of adding the X. Get it up there. We can bring that back down. On the floor. And we can just flip it on up. Flip it back. Flip it up. Okay? We can do the same thing here. Take this line right here and we can add it. Flip it up. Flip it. Now it's up. Okay? And that's what the transform tool under the paint tool does. Okay? Transform the audio. Alright? The automation, audio, whatever you're trying to do. Okay? So we got the freehand, we went over the line, the parabola, square, triangle, saw, sine, transform. And I know if I keep saying this word wrong, somebody is going crazy right now. Like, is he stupid? This is what it's called. That's all right. All right? That's all right. Y'all correct me in the comments if y'all want. All right, now, what I just figured out is, and I'm going to go over it because I just figured it out, so I'm going to show you before I end this tutorial. If you have any one of these on, you hold that shift button, boom, it's going. Let it go for you, all right? You hold that shift button, gonna make a big, back to the arrow. Oh, I just hit delete. But if you put that down, you hold, we'll go to the triangle. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Was it the shift button I was holding? Okay. I have nothing to say on that part. Alright, I have nothing to say. We'll delete that. Go back to the arrow tool. Highlight that. Hit delete on the keyboard. Hit delete. Get rid of all that automation.
Say, who cares what the pilot?
And boom. Alright? That's the nutshell. So we'll go back and we'll say we went over the freehand, line, parabola, square, triangle, saw, sine, transform. They all do a little bit something different for you. It's really working off of time. Okay? Doing it real quick where you could just keep moving on inside your mix. Alright? That's what the paint tool will do for you. It's quick and efficient, and like I say, I love to use, if I'm gonna use any of them, I use a square. That way I ain't gotta write it in quick. I can just put a square right there and just keep going without having to dot and then bringing it up. Okay, but I always write my stuff in because I'm just normally messing with delays and reverbs and stuff like that I want to automate real quick, and I want to just write it in or use the fader to move it up and down, okay, on automation. So I just use stuff like that. Alright, it's all on how you want to and flow through your mix. But the paint tool also is gold for you, especially if you're working on the beat or instrumentals, you're working on the percussion side of it. Okay, so with that, thank you for tuning in to this part 3 of this series of the tools. I will be back just to show you the volume and then all the other stuff compared. The paint tool just needed its own because it was so much to go over on that. But I'll show you everything else that I use because I use them quick and efficient. I use all these up here and then the macros and stuff like that. So thanks for tuning in. Like I say, if you need a mix or anything good mix for your mix, and you just don't feel like dealing with it, go ahead and hire me. The link is in the description below to my email. Send me an email, I'll send you the price, and we'll get your stuff sounding good, alright? Smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Everything will work out. Thumbs up, comments also help. Thank you, man.